Alright guys, in this video we want to break down how you can buy an already established brand or business with $0 out of pocket. Here on this channel, and when I'm constantly teaching, I'm trying to think of ways to teach you guys, number one, the biggest mistakes that I've made, number two, the greatest lessons that I've learned, or number three, what you can apply or implement right now in real time that has gotten me awesome results, right? So this is one of the things that I'm now just learning being an entrepreneur for nearly a decade, generating multiple 8 figures online that I wish I knew when I was getting started. And that's how to acquire businesses or brands with $0 out of pocket. So right here, we're gonna go to one of these websites, which is called Flippa. Now there's tons of websites out there. Flippa is one of them, Empire Flippers is another one. You can literally Google websites to buy brands or buy companies, and you can find all these different ones. And I recommend creating a list, creating a bookmark for these on your computer so you don't lose them, right? But here, in the keyword, you can see I typed in fitness. Now it's literally going to show you 104 more listings, right? 104 more listings around different businesses and different websites around fitness, right? So for instance, here goes thefitnesstribe.com for $85,000. Here goes another one for $450,000. Here goes one for $1.1 million. Here comes an e-commerce business in health and beauty, right? Steadily growing, highly profitable, 3-year-old business that focuses mainly on, but not entirely on, the health and fitness niche, right? Now 3 years old, and they're selling it at a 1.8 profit or 1.2 revenue. They're asking $850,000. Goes another one for 235, and you can see there's dozens of these. So if you already have an established brand, one of the fastest ways to grow your brand is to acquire your competition or to acquire semantically relevant components or different arms of that niche or category and merge them together. This is what we call a merger. However, if you have access to credit, if you have access to capital, or you know what I'm about to teach you, you can literally acquire these brands with little to no money, right? So here, if you scroll down, we can literally look at expired listings. We can look at listings and we can see how long that they've been listed, right? If there's any bids, and if they have been listed for a while, if they've been on auction and have had a ton of bids but haven't sold, or maybe they've been in business for a very long time, it may be what we call a motivated seller. What we will do to be able to acquire these businesses and these brands with $0 out of money is reach out to them, right? Sign the NDA, schedule a call, get access to their personal information, find out a little bit about why are they selling the business. Chances are they're tired of the business. Chances are they're stuck growing the business. Chances are they crushed it with the business, but they want to get going on something new. And if no one is going to buy the business, they're stuck with that business. So here's how you make it a win-win situation. You would reach out to them and you would say, hey, I notice you're selling this health and beauty brand. I rather A, have a health and beauty brand, or B, want to start a health and beauty brand. And you know, it doesn't really make sense for me to get new debt on this business right now because I'd rather get debt on capital to inject in the business to really just amplify the sales and scale this thing to the next level. Would you consider doing something on terms? And then just shut up. And they're gonna say, and the reason why we say terms and not subject to or creative financing or seller financing is because 9 times out of 10, they've never heard terms, they don't know what terms are, and then they're gonna say one of two things, absolutely not, or what is terms? If they say what is terms, you simply respond, well, what type of terms would be a win-win for you, right? What type of terms where if you were to sell this business, to me, it'd be a win for you because you get what you feel you would like or feel that the business and brand is worth, and then it would be a win for me because I can take and I can grow the business and scale the business to where it needs to be. And then shut up. And they're gonna tell you, well, I don't know, I'm asking $850,000. Maybe could you put $100,000 down and make payments on the rest? Right? Now you're getting somewhere. You're in the stage of negotiation. And from there, you can say, well, again, I don't want to put a large sum of money down because I could inject that into the business to make more money, to pay you off faster, or to sustainably pay you off. What if we were to work something out where I don't put any money down, yet I pay you X amount per month for X amount of terms? And then again, shut up and let them respond. And it's an art of negotiation of going back and forth. Now, this is what a magical deal looks like. No money out of pocket, little to no interest, and no balloon. Now, what is a balloon payment? Typically with creative financing, a balloon payment is, let's say it's an $850,000 deal, and he says, okay, cool, you don't have to give me any money up front. The business is profiting $36,000 a month, so I want $25,000 a month for 2 years, and then at the end of 2 years, I want a balloon where you pay me the balance of $200,000 or $300,000. That would be a balloon. Now, I would not agree to the balloon, and I would write out the terms. Even if you have to have a higher monthly payment, to have no balloon, we want to shoot for little to no interest, less than 5% interest, no balloon, no money down. So now what you can do is you can do a few things, right? Number one, you can acquire this business with no money down. You can ramp it up using what I teach you here on the channel, and you can just knock them off the way, right? Just build the cash flow and pay them off. Number two, you can increase the evaluation within a 1-year term, right? Have the bank records for a 1-year term, or what we call a trailing 12 of financials, the P&L. Take it to a bank that deals with e-commerce businesses or brands, and you can actually refinance that brand. Take a portion of the equity, and then you can knock them off, or take a portion of the equity, inject more money into the business, absolutely blow it up, and then just make the monthly payments on them. Or you could even sell the business. Let's say you got this brand under contract for $850,000 with no money out of pocket. You took your knowledge that you've learned in the AMZ formula or here on this channel or working with me and my team, and let's say that you got that brand, because he's selling at a 1.2 EBITDA. What if you got that to a 2.5 EBITDA? That means you simply took it from 850,000 to 1.7 million. Yeah, 1.7 million. So if you owe 850 on it, and it's worth 1.7 million, and you sold it for 1.7 million, after you pay him the 850,000, you've got basically almost $1 million cash that you made off of this. Here's the thing. A lot of people that have grown or built successful businesses are stuck in old ways. And this isn't something that I invented. This is done every single day in the real estate industry. And it's completely underutilized in the e-commerce industry. Now let me take a step back. That's the negotiation stages and a few different ways that you can handle this, right? What if he says, no, absolutely not. I'm not doing it on terms. I want all cash, or you have to go get the financing. That's when you say, okay, cool. Well, hey, listen, my number one goal is to make sure that you get what you want out of this thing. We have an awesome transaction. We have an awesome relationship that we build during this thing. And of course, I need to make sure that I can get this brand where it needs to go. Would you mind hopping on a call to discuss this a little bit further? So what you did is you isolate the objection. He said no, or she said no. Okay, cool. I want to give you what you want. However, let's get on the call and talk about this, right? When you get on the Zoom call, again, you know that they haven't sold, that it's been listed for months or years, and it hasn't sold, and then you can do your due diligence, right? And let's say that they're selling this at a 1.2 or 1.8 EBITDA, but you've seen multiple brands sell at 0.5 EBITDA, and they're asking 3x a multiple from what the other brands sold. You can use that as leverage, because 3x less EBITDA means 3x less price, which means that the evaluation of the company would be around 250 to 275,000, not 850. And you could say, well, Mr. Seller, we've seen several brands that actually sold at 0.5 EBITDA. You're at 1.8, so more than 3x what the recent comparable showed. So I'm prepared to go get debt on 250,000, or I'm prepared to give you the 850,000 you're asking for if you'll accept terms. I think that this is a win-win for both of us. And now what you're doing is you have leverage as to why the terms would make sense. So this is the way that you can literally acquire your next business, acquire a business right now, or merge an existing business into your business, and you can flip it for fast cash, big cash. You can grow your business. You can then do a refinance, pull equity out, or you can just get your business to the multiple that you need if you plan on selling it. So hey, if you got any value whatsoever in this video, do me a quick favor, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure that red button says subscribed, and click that notification bell so you're notified every single week when we drop new videos that's helping you increase your income, impact, and influence. And remember, you're only one product away.